Community Outreach Coordinator. We have a guest from our community today. This is Tiffany. Please introduce yourself and tell us who you're with, Tiffany.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Hommes, and I'm from Foundations Health Solutions. I cover Carrington, Saybrook, Pine, and Jefferson Healthcare.
Yeah, we have a lot of great healthcare facilities in Ashtabula County. I work with Tiffany on many different things in the community. We've done a dinner with a doctor. We had our general surgeon, Dr. Dew, came out and did a presentation, and Foundations Health sponsored the wonderful food. They had great food, great time, great conversation. So working with Tiffany in the community and some of the organizations that she represents, we thought it would be fun to get together and make some Christmas holiday cheer for everybody. So we did a little bit for the kids, we did a little bit for the preteens, and then we did a little bit maybe for everybody, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Tiffany came up with some really great recipes. I've never made these before, so we're gonna kind of go as it comes, right?
Yes.
So the first one we're gonna do is a sweet potato, kind of like a little hors d'oeuvre bite, I guess it is, a sweet potato and a biscuit. And I'm going to tell you that Tiffany and I are not really big fans of sweet potato, but this was really good. We really enjoyed it. So we're going to give it a go. We're going to try it and see how you guys like it. So the sweet potatoes, they asked for 3 to 4 sweet potatoes to be microwaved for about 15 minutes. So we did that, and I'm going to have you hold this bowl for me, Tiffany. So we did that, and I poked a hole in the sweet potatoes, 3 on each side, flipped it over and poked it 3 more times, put it in the oven the microwave for about 15 minutes and cooked it, and now we're just going to scoop out the insides. So what made you think of this recipe?
I was trying to Google something fun, like a cute little appetizer that we really haven't seen before, so I came across this and decided we would try it.
Yeah, so we're in Premier Fitness in the back in the kitchen, and I came a little earlier to make some of these things, get the potatoes cooked up, and the ladies who were working out here at Premier Fitness, it was a pretty large class there. They come and they work out all the time together on a weekly basis. They know each other really well. One of the ladies said, "I know this sounds ridiculous, but I smell potatoes." So we're back here cooking the potatoes, and I said, well, you do smell potatoes in a fitness center. So they wanted the recipe. They looked at it, said it looked delicious, and they were so excited. I told them to watch the Wellness Kitchen. So if you're on there, ladies, thanks for coming back and seeing us, and thanks for tuning in and watching our Wellness Kitchen today. So Tiffany's just scraping out the insides of these sweet potatoes.
It's super easy with a spoon.
Yeah. In the microwave for 15 minutes. I did flip them in between the halfway point. So Tiffany and I were planning a dinner with a doc with Dr. Bishop in Jefferson at Jefferson Healthcare Center.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the level 3 snow warning canceled our event. So Tiffany is sponsoring the event, and what did you have for food-wise ordered? Who was our caterer?
We had Halcyons for that, and we were doing salmon and chicken.
So we did have to cancel that. The first people who are on the list that already reserved their spot, they will get called back. But if there are any openings for anybody in the community, we do a free event. Yes. We just want you to come out and get some really great medical information from our docs and ask some questions. When we did the event with Dr. Dew, there was a lot of questions asked.
There was. It was very helpful.
Yeah, they asked about thyroid. They asked, we were at Saybrook, and they loved the facility. Everybody said what a beautiful facility it was. They took some tours. Tiffany and her girls there actually showed some of the community members around. They loved your facility. We got a lot of great feedback about the staff, about the location. So we were hoping to host that and show everybody Jefferson Healthcare, but unfortunately the snow, we called each other earlier that morning, and we were like, well, I think since we're at a level 3, we probably should go ahead and cancel this. So, all right, she is mixing up the innards of these potatoes. I'm going to scoop that out.
They mash really easy as well.
Yeah, they sure do. A sweet potato is a lot softer than a regular, and Like I said, I'm not really familiar with sweet potatoes. I don't eat them a whole lot, but I was really, I thought they smashed really well. So our next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start mixing in a half a cup of brown sugar. Now, here's the thing with this recipe. These are extra little treats for you, and these are very, very mini. They're very small. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, brown sugar, marshmallows, I really don't want to eat that. That's going to ruin my diet. It's a small little bite, but you can also go a little bit lighter on any of these things, make it to your taste. Definitely, you could probably cut down the brown sugar quite a bit. But you know what? If you want to indulge yourself over the holiday and you say, what the heck, I'm going to have that sweet potato with that brown sugar, this is a really great recipe to indulge, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. So how much brown sugar do we have there? Quarter cup?
Yep, quarter cup of brown sugar.
Okay, so we add in the quarter cup.
Yep.
What do we have next?
We have 2 teaspoons of heavy cream.
Okay, and this is our heavy whipping cream.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, that's a tablespoon.
Oh, okay. Get that mixed right in.
A half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon.
Okay, and here is our cinnamon.
A half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract.
Okay, we'll get that vanilla in there.
Half a teaspoon of kosher salt.
Again, all of this is optional. Some people can't have salt. Some people have to watch their sodium. Do without it. You know, I always say make whatever you're making your own. You can add a little bit more, take a little bit off. That's the beauty of cooking at your house. You can do it all your own.
It does say you can have a tablespoon of maple syrup, but that is optional. And if you're trying to keep it a little more healthy, you can leave that out.
And you know what? I think we thought with the brown sugar and the marshmallows, we opted to leave the maple syrup out. They also say at the end of this recipe, you can coat, your almonds that we're going to put on top with some maple sugar, and that might be a little treat just to do a little bit on that nut if you wanted to, instead of adding all that in. But with everything else that we put in here, we thought, you know what, we're going to forego the maple. So I'm going to let you get that mixed up.
It smells really good.
It does smell delicious. So how long have you been with Foundations Health?
I actually have been with them for 12 years. And I was with them before that, but we moved to Texas for a little bit, so it's really been probably almost 20.
Oh, and you missed Ohio.
I did.
Came back to your community, your home community, huh? Well, we're glad to have you back. You've done a lot of great things. Before I talk about your senior care network that you're involved in, I wanted to say we took a roll of crescent rolls. You can use the Walmart brand, you can use Pillsbury brand. You unroll it, you roll this out, and you kind of put your seams together, and then you just take a large knife, and then you cut your squares. Because these are going to be the little bowls that are going to hold this wonderful mixture that we just made in here. And so we're going to cut this up here. So now the senior care network that you're involved in, can you tell us a little bit about that? This is, and the reason I bring this up is because you do a lot for this community. The trick or treat that you did at Jefferson Healthcare for the kids was fantastic. I took my grandbabies there. They absolutely loved it. He won a McDonald's gift certificate booklet, and he wanted to go get a French fry and a milkshake right after we went trick-or-treating. And I said, okay, no candy if you're going to have the milkshake. So we had a great time, and that was totally free for all the kids in the community. You opened up that to the whole community. You do a senior care network where your organization gives to a lot of seniors. What is that about?
So we are really just starting to do a lot more, but we have always done Share the Love for years, where we take food and like cleaning products to seniors in need. We actually deliver those to their homes, so that's great, and we love doing that. This year we did a Santa shop so that they could come in. We did little vouchers, and they came in and were able to buy for their families, and it was totally free to them. That is something that we plan to now do annually too, because they seem to really enjoy that. We're really looking into doing a lot more of those kinds of things. The group, we've kind of decided that we want to do as much as we can possibly. So I'm not sure what's going to be coming up with that.
Yeah, and the thing of it is that you have a lot of people that you know, the organizations that you mentioned that's under you, umbrellaed under you, but each of them do a lot of that separately. Each one of the organizations give back to the community in a special way. Listen, I'm struggling with that piece, so we're just going to move on to another cut piece. So what I'm doing now is I'm just putting these into the mini little muffin tin cups.
I think too, if you're having trouble sticking to the counter, you can add a little bit of flour on the bottom.
Yeah, absolutely. So I am more of I'm more of somebody who cooks instead of bakes, if that makes sense. So this is on the baking end to me, it seems, and I'm struggling here, but we'll get it cut up.
You can do the cooking and I will do the baking.
Okay, we'll make it work. So Tiffany and I, like I said before, we did dinner with the doc with Dr. Dew, and we have one coming up with Dr. Bishop. When that one is rescheduled, we'll be giving everybody a call. So we like to do things for the community, and like I said, these dinners that we do are all free. A lot of the things that you do and give back to the community, you do for free for the seniors. It's the Senior Network is a great organization. They have a lot of different people on there willing to give back to the community. And they've been doing this for years. You guys have been on this committee for years and giving back to the community in many ways. And I see the emails going, and who's going to do this and who's going to do that. We have a senior in need with this. So it really is great what you do for the community. And I'm glad to be part of all of that with you and everything that you do. So I can't say enough wonderful things about what you guys do and how you give back. So thank you for all of that.
Well, thank you for helping us and being a part of it.
Yeah. And with that, let's start shoving these,
Just a little spoonful.
the sweet potatoes. Yeah. I'll let you do it because that fork's not going to work for me
No,
here.
it's not.
So, and with the magic of TV, why Tiffany does that.
You can also use a small muffin pan, right, Allison?
Absolutely. You can line a small muffin pan and do it, and that's probably what we're going to do with these. But this is the finished product. We did just 4 of them. You just cook them until they're golden brown, and then your marshmallows will brown up. So, and we did talk about the maple syrup too. When these are done, if you wanted to just take the maple syrup and brush up just a little bit on the top instead of adding it into the mixture, that way you can control some of that sugar that you put on there. But then again, you don't have to do maple syrup at all. So, all right, these are ready. We're just going to put 2 little marshmallows on top. So it's almost like, it reminds me, we have a rogue marshmallow. This reminds me of the sweet potato casserole that families make. So this is just a little bite size. You can cheat, have your little sweet potato casserole in a croissant, and actually they are really, really good. So we'll go ahead and put these in here, and we'll get these cooked. So these actually take less than 5 minutes in there. You just put it into the croissant is golden brown, and then you pull it out. Then you will put the nut on top, and we put it back in just for a minute or two, just to warm all that up. It's really easy. It's really quick, and believe it or not, it's really inexpensive. It feeds a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So this is a nice, inexpensive hors d'oeuvre or snack to feed a lot of people that are coming over for the holidays. So our next thing, we're going to kind of go from a little bit of everybody to, well, this is, I guess, for a little bit of everybody too, isn't it? Everybody likes smoothies. We had talked, a couple people had said, can you make that into an adult smoothie? And I said, you know what? You sure can. Just like this, you can do moderation of what you want. If you want to make this into an adult smoothie and put a beverage of your choice in there, you can do that. But this is a fun way to get the teens, preteens to drink something really healthy, really fun. Have them help you do this. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and add in, I'm going to grab the blender right in front of you. It said about 2 handfuls of spinach. And if you have to do this before the kids get in there to see it, put it in, blend it up with a little bit of milk before they even know that they have the, the greens in there, right?
Yes.
Right? We want to get them the healthy food as much as we can. So we did about 2 handfuls of spinach. And then what else do we have in there, Tiffany?
Okay, we have 1 to 2 ripe bananas.
Okay, you want to cut up a banana for me?
Sure can.
Okay. So, like I said, Tiffany and I, we've worked together before, and that we've done this wellness kitchen now every month, and we thought it would be really fun to have Tiffany here because she works with us, she works with our docs in many different ways. So we decided we would do something fun, and she said she kind of wanted to do a Grinch, a couple of Grinch things. So it is fun for the kids to be able to do this and enjoy, and you know, having them cut up. My grandbaby has a little plastic knife, and it allows him to cut up things like bananas and feel like he's part of it, and that he can kind of make it. At 4 years old, he has it takes him a little bit longer to get through it, but he does it, and he enjoys it, and he feels like he was actually really he's like, I made that. That was mine. Yeah. So but we love to have kids get in, jump in, and make it themselves. So what do we have next?
Next we have 1 cup of frozen mango.
So that's pineapple. 1 cup of mango.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
1/2 cup of frozen pineapple.
Here's our pineapple.
We already have our spinach, and then it calls for 2 cups of water or milk.
So we are going to do the 2 cups of water because we thought about, you know, making this with just the water. We have kids who have dairy allergies. We have kids. You can do almond milk. You can do coconut milk. You can do water. You can do regular 2% milk, skim milk, whatever it is that you want to do to add to it. But for, you know, just doing this today with all the allergies and everything else that is out there with the kids, we just thought we would go ahead and put in our 2 cups of water. I'll let you do that while I get 2 cups. Okay. You're welcome. You know, the other thing of it is with this recipe, you could do 1 cup water, 1 cup milk, if you wanted to do that.
I'll let you put the lid on so it doesn't come out.
Okay. It's going to be a little loud. Going to blend it right up.
Nice and Grinchy green.
You bet. Now, I understand that you're going to have a lot of sugars from your greens are going to be in here. So you can do with or without the topping, the can of whipped cream. So it's fun for the kids. Again, if you want to let them indulge for the holiday, there's nothing wrong with that every now and then, right? So here's your Grinchy green. It smells really good.
It does smell good.
A little bit of that. And they always talk about, what were you talking about? The Grinch's heart.
Yes.
The Grinch does have a heart. We're going to give these little heart-shaped raspberries and put them on. Let the kids drop them right on top. And how fun is that?
So cute.
That is a nice, healthy, minus the whipped cream. A nice, healthy drink for the kids. And, you know, they're going to burn off that sugar by the end of the day running around on Christmas morning. So that's a fun drink for the kids. Even for the adults. I love smoothies. I'm going to give this a try and let you know how I like it. So our next thing is really simple. It's something you can sit on the table to let the kids make themselves. You can make a couple and have them sit out so the kids can just see how fun it is and grab it. So again, I like to have my grandbabies make things because my grandson just enjoys doing it. He wants to be hands-on with everything. So we just did a little platter and left it like this so the kids could come out and make it themselves. So these are actually going to be Grinch kebabs. So I don't know where you got this, but this is a really, really clever idea. So let's go ahead and make one.
Okay.
So this is actually our Grinch.
Grinch face.
This is our Grinch face. Oh, and then we have the rim of the hat. And then we're going to put a strawberry right on top. Is that looking familiar here? Let's see. And then we're going to top it off
Little baby marshmallow.
with a little baby marshmallow. Look how fun that is. How healthy, how fun. The kids are really going to enjoy coming over and eating, again, you got a little bit of sugar here, but it's healthy all the other way around.
Yes,
so we try to stick to everything healthy that we can for the most part here at the hospital. So those look great. And like I said, you can lay them out on the tray and let the kids come and pick one up, or you can let them come and make it. It's a fun event. It's fun.
I think it's super fun.
So what else do you have coming up in the community? Anything else coming up for the holidays?
Well, we have the dinner with the doc that we're going to try and get done in January. So we should have that date very quickly.
Sure.
I think our Share the Love for Senior Care Network is coming up in February, so we'll get that information out. I think that's all I can think of right now.
Yeah. We have our Heart Luncheon coming up in February. It's Heart Month. So we do a Heart Luncheon every year, and normally we pull in about 150 to 200 women that come in, and they listen to our Dr. Allison is going to come out and talk about healthy heart, and we're going to have some tables set up so they can come and shop and buy some goodies and things like that for themselves and for each other. So I'm looking forward to it. But I want to thank you for coming out and helping us make some great recipes. We have the little, hors d'oeuvres, little sweet potato hors d'oeuvres.
I think when I found the recipe, it said sweet potato crescent bites.
Oh, okay. And so then we have our Grinch. Our Grinch has a heart smoothie. And then we have our little Grinch kebabs for the kids. So we're going to post all of these on right after we air. So please look below if you want any of the recipes. Reach out to us if you'd like to come into the Heart Luncheon. Any information that we can give us a call. We're happy to do that and help you. Thank you for all that you do for the community. Thanks for coming out and partnering up with us today.
Thanks,
I really
for
appreciate
having me.
it. Sure. We want to wish everybody a happy holidays. Everybody at Foundations Health a happy holidays. And we look forward to seeing you after that.
Thank you.